Hello friends, welcome to today's session. And today we would be quickly discussing different S3 storage classes, and we would not be covering all, we would be covering in bits so that we have a good understanding of each of those. So let's take a look at different classes available to us. So you can see we have 6 classes. We have standard S3, we have intelligent tiering, we have standard IA, that is infrequent access, we have one zone IA, that is one zone infrequent access, we have glacier deep archive, and then we also have a comparison of different storage classes on based on different parameters. So what we would do is we would cover 2 in each of our sections to make it more crisp. So let's start with standard. So what the standard S3 storage is. So the default S3 bucket that you create is this a standard one, and the features of this standard buckets are it has got 99.99% availability. So this is what the normal S3 is built for, and it has got 99.11 times 9% durability. So I hope you are aware of the difference between availability and durability. If not, please go to my previous sections to understand the difference between it. Durability is simply where Amazon would come back to you and say we have no data, but the chances are so less. So 11 times 9, 99.11 after that. So the chances are so less of losing your data on S3. It might not be available for a while if there is a downtime, but the data would be there. The chances of losing your data are very, very, very less. So it's stored redundantly across multiple devices in multiple facilities. So whenever you copy any file or any object into your S3, it is also stored on 2 different facilities. So across it's into three different availability zones, you can say, and one availability zone has multiple physical data centers. So in short, you have multiple copies of your same data. So S3 is also designed to sustain loss of 2 facilities concurrently. So let's say if there are 2 facilities down, like the 2 availability zones are down, but still your S3 data is, since it's totally shared on 3 facilities, 3 availability zones. If 2 are down, you still would have your data on the 3rd facility, which means that S3 can sustain loss of 2 facilities, considering that the data is available on 3rd. So that's a kind of flexibility or robustness that standard S3 has got. Then we have intelligent tiering. So this is designed to optimize cost by automatically moving data to the most cost-effective access tier without performance impact or operational overhead. So this intelligent tiering is a kind of a feature where which if you go for, it would itself move the data between your standard bucket or maybe other types of bucket, like standard IA, one zone IA, or glacier. I mean, something that we are going to study in our next lecture. But if you think it's difficult for you to decide how to move data and when to move the data, how to classify those data, better go for intelligent tiering. What it would do is, based on how frequently your data is being accessed, based on that it would take a decision of whether to keep your data in a standard bucket, in a standard S3, or to move it into standard infrequent access or to one zone IA. So this is an intelligent tiering where smart you can say functionality or managed service by Amazon, where it would decide based on how frequently or infrequently your file is accessed. So these are the 2 types that we have in our session for today. We will study the remaining 2 in tomorrow's session. Hope you liked this session. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.